Monohydrate, Creapure, HCl, buffered, Ethyl, Ester. Creatine labels are more confusing than ever, and most of the new content out there these days is just articles ranking different products without actually explaining the science. This video breaks down every type of creatine, what the research actually says, and which one is worth your money in the UK in 2026. We'll also cover something most creatine videos ignore: the growing body of research linking creatine to cognitive function and everyday health benefits beyond the gym. Here's the short answer up front. Creatine monohydrate is the gold standard. Everything else lacks evidence of superiority. Now let's get into the detail. You'll find links to all the scientific research down below in the description. This is the best creatine supplements UK 2026. Creatine is a naturally occurring compound found in your muscles and brain. Your body produces it from amino acids, and you also get it from food sources like red meat and fish. It's the most researched supplement in sports nutrition history, backed by over 700 peer-reviewed studies. Here's how it works. Your muscles use a molecule called ATP for energy. During intense activity, ATP is broken down rapidly. Creatine helps your body regenerate ATP faster by replenishing phosphocreatine stores in your muscles. More phosphocreatine means your muscles can produce more energy more quickly. That's why creatine is so effective for high-intensity efforts like lifting, sprinting, and explosive movements. But here's what most people miss. Creatine isn't stored only in your muscles. Your brain also uses phosphocreatine for energy, and that's where the newer research gets really interesting. For years, creatine was seen as a gym-only supplement. That's changing. More recently, creatine is being used as part of everyday lifestyles, with research linking creatine to cognitive and other health benefits. The benefits of creatine can be enjoyed by everyone. Emerging research suggests creatine supplementation may support cognitive processing and brain function, particularly under conditions of stress, like sleep deprivation, mental fatigue, or aging. A 2021 review in the journal Nutrients highlighted the potential for creatine to improve cognitive performance in conditions characterized by brain creatine deficits. And a 2025 pilot study in Alzheimer's patients found that creatine supplementation was associated with increased brain creatine levels and improved measures of cognition. The research is still developing, and more large-scale human studies are needed. But the direction is clear. Creatine isn't just for the gym anymore. Studies have also linked creatine to bone health support and antioxidant properties. If you think of creatine as just a performance supplement, it's time to update your thinking. Creatine monohydrate is the most researched, most effective, and most affordable form of creatine, period. Virtually all of the 700+ studies on creatine have used monohydrate. It's the form that's proven to increase phosphocreatine stores, improve strength, support power output, and enhance high-intensity performance. Within monohydrate, you'll see the term micronized on some products. This means the creatine particles have been broken down into a finer powder. It doesn't change the effectiveness or absorption. Monohydrate is monohydrate, but it does improve mixability and texture. A micronized powder dissolves more smoothly, so you're less likely to get gritty residue in your shake. Bottom line, if you're choosing a creatine, monohydrate is the foundation. Everything else is measured against it. Creapure is not a different type of creatine. It's a branded source of creatine monohydrate, manufactured by Outschem in Germany. The molecule is the same. The difference is sourcing, purity, and quality control. Creapure is certified to 99.99% purity. It's vegan certified, kosher, and halal. It's produced in a dedicated facility with rigorous third-party testing. When you buy a Creapure product, you know exactly where your creatine came from and how it was made. Does Creapure perform better than standard monohydrate? No, the molecule is identical, so the performance is the same. The difference is that Creapure is simply known as the finest and purest version of creatine monohydrate. Is it worth the premium? That is up to personal preference, but if you just want effective creatine at the best price, standard monohydrate does the job. You'll see other creatine forms marketed with various claims. Let's run through the main ones quickly. Creatine HCl, hydrochloride, marketed as more soluble and requiring a smaller dose. It does dissolve more easily, but there's no clinical evidence that it's more effective than monohydrate. You're paying more for marginally better mixability. Buffered creatine, often sold as Crealkaline, claims to reduce bloating and be better absorbed. Research doesn't support this. Head-to-head studies show no advantage over monohydrate. Creatine Ethyl Ester, marketed as having better absorption. Studies actually suggest it may be less effective than monohydrate, as it converts to the inactive form creatinine more quickly in the body. The pattern is clear. These forms exist, they're marketed aggressively, but none have demonstrated any advantage over monohydrate in clinical research. Save your money. If you're buying creatine in the UK, here's a quick checklist. Purity. Look for 99.9% or higher. Anything lower may contain impurities from the manufacturing process. Micronization. A micronized powder mixes better and has a smoother texture. It doesn't change performance, but it improves the daily experience of taking it. Cost per serving. Creatine is a daily supplement, so cost adds up. Work out the price per serving, not just the bag price. No unnecessary fillers. Pure creatine doesn't need added sugars, flavors, or bulking agents. Check the ingredients list. Fewer ingredients usually means higher quality. Let's make this simple. If you're a beginner or you want proven effective creatine at the best price, go with pure creatine monohydrate. It's the most researched form and it works, full stop. If you want the highest purity, choose a Creapure sourced monohydrate. Same molecule in its purest form. If you want creatine that goes beyond performance and also supports your everyday health, look for a creatine blend that combines monohydrate with added vitamins, minerals, and active ingredients for both body and mind. Think of it as creatine designed for your whole life, not just exercise. The key point: creatine is no longer just for gym goers. Whether you train 5 days a week or you're looking for cognitive and general health support, there's a creatine product that fits your lifestyle. At ProteinWorks, our creatine range is designed to cover every type of user we've just described. Creatine 360 Black Innovation. Pure, micronized creatine monohydrate, nothing else. Premium grade, effective, and incredibly affordable. If you want proven creatine at the best possible price per serving, this is it. Creatine, 100% Creapure Gold Innovation. The same pure monohydrate, but sourced from Outschem in Germany with 99.99% purity. Vegan certified, kosher, halal. Creatine 360 Gold Innovation. This is where it gets interesting. Creatine 360 combines monohydrate with CoQ10, Aquamin, vitamin D3, vitamin B6, and magnesium. It's designed to support both body and mind, optimized for cognitive performance and broader health support alongside the proven benefits of creatine for strength. If you want creatine that works for your whole life, not just the gym, this is the one. And creatine gummies, a refreshingly simple way to include creatine in your everyday wellness routine. No powders, no scoops, no mixing, just 3 delicious gummies a day. Every product is made in our own facility here in the UK. We're rated excellent on Trustpilot, and we've been making premium grade supplements for over 10 years. That's every major creatine type in the UK, explained. Monohydrate is the gold standard, and creatine's benefits now extend well beyond the gym. If you want to explore the full range, head to theproteinworks.com. Links in the description, along with all the scientific literature and approved health claims discussed in this video. Subscribe for more nutrition guides like this one. ProteinWorks, home of the best shakes on the planet.